Right. Good to go. Good to go.
Good evening, everyone, in India and around the globe. Welcome to KYM, the Know You Member series from the Global Wedding Network. I am Rohit Mathur, your host for today. I am an event and wedding planner from Bhubaneswar. It's a quaint little city in the eastern part of India. We have curated numerous weddings over the last 19 years. I'm also the zonal head for the Global Wedding Networks in the eastern part of India. Wedding Network was formed with the idea of providing the technology to set up a single platform that brings together the various service providers of the multi-billion dollar wedding industry. The platform shall eventually help members engage in collaboration at a global level. Through this, we expect increased revenue generation, job opportunities, promotion of tourism through destination weddings, and more. We aim to spread wings in 15 plus global cities and all the major Indian hubs by the end of 2022. It is indeed a matter of pride that within just a year of launch, we have set foot in the Dubai wedding industry. There are weddings and then there are Indian weddings. It makes hell lot of a difference when you get to be a part of them. No offense, but Indian weddings are so much cooler and happening that any other wedding that you'll be part of in the whole wide world. There is plenty of singing and dancing, especially due to the Bollywood connection. There are all shades of colors that you could possibly name. And then there's celebration and ceremonies that go on and on. Indian weddings are no doubt a spectacle to experience for all their lavish settings, elaborate rituals, extraordinary food, and of course, the Indian wedding clothing. Wedding garments and colors can differ based on the region of India where brides are from. But many wear lehengas in shades of red, pink, or orange for their ceremonies. These include a crop top, a flowing skirt, and a sash known as the dupatta. It is common to wear lighter colored lehengas or gowns for receptions and brightly colored lehengas or saris for pre-wedding events like Sangeet, which is an evening centered around song and dance. While the internet has expanded access to the Indian attire, a wedding dress is one of those pieces of clothing that women reasonably prefer to see and try out in person. Let me now introduce you to Mr. Akshat Jain, who is a franchisee for Flyro in Bangalore. Good evening, Akshat. Welcome to the Global Wedding Network.
Hi, good evening, Rohit. Thank you so much for inviting me here today.
Thank you, Akshat, for being a part of the series. Tell us, Akshat, how you got into the this business.
So I have been, we have a couple of Raven stores here in Bangalore. So, so I've been part of this business for the last 2 years. So it is a forefathers run business, so we have about 3 stores of Raymond now. So while initially working with that, so we expanded from 1 store to 2 and then eventually moved to the 3rd store. But then we realized that adding on to another store, what would make more sense is to understand what is the present scenario of the market that people are demanding for. So that is how I got in touch with Flyro.
Okay, nice. What basically
Flyro is one of the largest company. Yeah.
Akshat, what fascinated you about the wedding? Like, what fascinated you about the wedding industry?
I was not able to hear you.
Akshat, what fascinated you about the wedding industry? Akshat?
Yeah, I can hear you now, Rohit.
Yes. What fascinated you about the wedding industry?
So, I mean, I've been, like I told you, I've always been a part of Raymond. So most of my clientele that I work with are people who are looking outfits for the wedding. So usually the groom is that we cater to. We are a proper suit store where we do customized suits for men. We also look into the tailoring part of for the formal wear and the formal and the casual section as well. So while doing this is what to understand. I mean, we understood that the larger market for business today is the wedding industry. So during the COVID also we saw there was a slack in the business only because the weddings had come down. So during this period, I realized that customers those who walk into our store were also looking at not investing such a huge amount of money on the outfits
Okay.
because they realize that you probably wear these outfits only once. You want one of the best designer outfit, but eventually you know that this outfit is going to be there only will be used only for once, and then it'll go move back to your wardrobe, and you'll probably never see it again.
Right.
Or probably worst come worst came, probably you might wear it twice, but there's no other occasion that you would want to repeat an outfit.
Right. Okay.
Right. So that is when I probably got introduced to the idea of renting out an outfit than buying it.
Right. So how long have you been with Flyroom, and can you tell us more about Flyroom?
So Flyrobe was started in the year 2015 by three IITians based out of Delhi, based out of Mumbai. And then it recently, in the year 2020, it got acquired by a company called Rented Bay in Delhi. And that is the time they opened up to the franchisee model. Because until now, they had stores in Delhi, Mumbai, and Bangalore, but they are working on their own stores.
Okay. So what is the offline presence? Online Flyroom has been there for a long time. And what about the offline presences? How many stores do they have now?
So as of now, they have 5 stores in Mumbai, 1 in Mumbai, 3 in Delhi, and 1 in Bangalore. That is owned by me. The Bangalore store is run by me. So these are the 5 stores that they are running now. Online, they've been there since the beginning. So right from 2015, they've had an online presence.
Oh, great. And what are the categories of rental? What are the kind of inquiries that you get for these rentals actually? For what kind of events?
So categories, if I'm talking about then categories for women, we have about, for women, we do lehengas, we do gowns, we do anarkalis, and we do drape sarees. For men, we do the sherwanis, we do suits, we do Indo-Westerns and kurta pajama.
Nice. And what are the brands that you carry? The major brands that you carry?
So we do not deal with much of a brand apart from Raymond and Zara, but we largely work with designers.
Okay.
So we have A-list designers based out of Mumbai and Delhi who are working with us. All right. So you can also. Sorry.
Who are these designers that you are working with?
So if you want me to name a few, then the top A-list designers that we work with is Sabyasachi. We work with Shantanu Nikhil. We work with Divya Reddy. We work with Anita Dogre. So these are the top A-list designers that we work with. And then we have our own set of designers in Delhi who we have a tie-up with.
What is the approximate price range for rentals that you have?
So largely, we are doing the mid and we are doing the premium segment. We are not doing something at the lower end. So our price range will start ideally for about 2,000 rupees for a lehenga or a sherwani. And then we do the premium ones, which goes up to 10,000, 20, and also 30,000 rupees bracket also. If you're touching a Sabyasachi or you're touching an Anita Dongre, then the rentals cost up to anywhere between 25 to 30,000 rupees.
Okay, nice. And what type of events are you catering to? Except for weddings.
Yeah, so we largely cater to the wedding segment. But apart from wedding, there are any celebration or festival is our direct audience.
What are the current trends in the industry, as in terms of colors and designs?
So with women, we have seen, the colors right from the darker colors. A lot of women have moved on to the pastel colors because we see a lot of celebrities doing the same thing. So most of us follow what a celebrity is wearing. So now, if you look at the last few weddings that any celebrity have got married, they are moved on to the pastel colors right from the light green or a peach or a pink. Than the standard, the maroons or red that you would probably see people usually wearing in. Right. For men, they are still on the basic. They do not really experiment with the colors. So when it comes to sherwani, they still pick up a nice beige or they stick onto a white. And suit, largely the blue kills it.
Okay. What is the process for when a customer orders? How does he basically order and how do you do it? What is the process that you follow, the SOPs that you follow?
So, Rohit, what happens is when a customer walks in, we take them around the store, we show them the outfit. A customer can try these outfits, and once he likes a particular outfit, we have to check if that outfit is available on a particular date that is looking for. And once there's a confirmation of the availability for that particular date, then someone from the team will take the measurements of the customer, and then we note it down, and then we block that outfit for that particular period. So we basically rent it out for 4, 6, or 8 days, depends on what the requirement of a client is. So if someone is traveling, they usually pick up for 6 or 8 days. But someone is at the at this local city, same city, then they usually take it for about 4 days.
How much, what time is actually required for him to come over? What is the advance booking? What is the time period that you look for?
Sorry?
What is the time period that he has to be in touch with you when you can actually customize for him?
No, we do not do any customization. So, I mean, we only alter it.
Yes.
So, the alteration usually takes about a half a day or a day's time. It doesn't take much. But the only challenge here is the availability of the outfit.
Okay. So, what time period would you prefer a customer coming over to you before his wedding or his function?
Ideally, about 2-3 months, depends on the season again. But now we are already taking bookings for December. We have some bookings for January as well.
Okay. You were talking about sustainability last time when we spoke.
Right.
So, how do you say that Flyro, the race that you have is sustainable?
Rohit, as a matter of fact, if you know that clothing line is one of the second largest pollutants in India today,
Okay.
after plastic. So the number of yarns or number of wastage, the quantity of wastage that goes into a landfill for making one garment is about 30%. So they make one garment, there's a wastage of 30% which goes into the landfills. So what happens? You probably take the outfit and you do not reuse it, or probably use it second time and then you throw it off, because this such high-end outfit, you do not want to probably even give it to a maid or a worker who's working with you. What will a maid do taking a lehenga, or what will your driver do taking a sherwani? Eventually, what will do initially, you'll keep it for some time and then you'll dump it. So what happens? It goes basically to the landfill and it's just adding on to the pollution.
Right.
So even if you look at the premium brands, what they do, then their outfits are not, they're not able to sell, and they do not want to reduce the price and sell it. The premium brands, when they're working with designers, they don't discount their outfits. They either put it in a dump yard or they burn it.
Okay.
So the number of, but when it comes to Flyro, what you're doing is you are reusing these outfits.
Right.
That is the number of wastage that we are trying to reduce, the pollution that we're trying to reduce now with this whole concept.
Akshay, now these times are basically like the COVID-19 times. So how are you taking care of the garments, or how are you taking care of the delivery or in your interaction with the customers?
See, for us, cleaning has always been top priority. This is nothing new for us. Probably the COVID scene has all come in now. But for us, right from the beginning, we are following the same model. So every outfit that you pick up is dry cleaned, and only then comes out to you. Yes. But now, looking at the present situation of COVID and people being so skeptical about wearing an rented outfit, so we have taken extra measure, where we not only dry clean the outfit, but we also sanitize it. So there's an extra process that we added on. And for some customers very finicky, what we do is we tell them, sir, when you come to pick up the outfit with us, then we will steam iron it in front of you. So basically, steam kills all the virus or bacteria if there's anything present in the outfits.
Right.
So we steam iron in front of them, neatly pack it in the bag, without even touching it, and then we hand it over to the customer.
Okay. Actually, how do you see the growth in this segment? Basically, the rental segment.
Until last year, we were only expecting about, if you calculate the CAGR, we were only expecting about 8 to 9%. But because of the COVID situation, the whole scenario has jumped to 15 to 20% now. So there's a major jump in the number of percentage that people will be looking for rental, because now they understand with the weddings, with the occasions going minimal, the number of people also, they're so restricted. People understand investing on such an expensive outfit is not making any sense. So we have a lot of customers who walked in saying that, okay, sir, abhi to मेरी शादी 50 लोग ही आ रहे हैं या 100 लोग ही आ रहे हैं, but I want to be look my best. It's like मेरी शादी तो एक ही बार होगी ना sir, but I want to look my best, but it doesn't make sense, you know, where I had a crowd of 2,000 or 4,000 number, and today I only see a crowd of 100 numbers. I want my pictures to come out best, so I would still want to pick up such a beautiful looking outfit, but at a reduced price. So we are seeing that major shift now. People have understood the rental model, and we have seen more walk-ins who are coming into the store now. Our brides, you know, we were never catering to brides, but now we see brides are coming in, you know, to pick up a designer lehenga from us.
Okay. What are the major brands that people look for actually? Any specific brands or designers that they look for? I'm just saying brands, but specifically designers.
See, with wedding industry, you do not look at brands, but you look at largely designers who's designed it.
Right.
Like I told you before, there are a lot of designers every corner of India today, but depends on your size of pocket. How do you want it? So if someone is looking at a very high budget, then probably will go to a Manish Malhotra or a Rohit Bar or a Sabyasachi. So these are the people probably a premium customer will walk into. But then if you want to do it locally, then there are a lot of local designers in, I think it probably is part of every city. Then you have a local designers who will probably do something at the price of your budget.
Right. Okay.
But what we are trying to change is that you will get the same designer outfit. Why you want to compromise on the label? So if you want to wear a Manish Malhotra or you want to wear a Sabyasachi or you want to wear an Ananta Dongre and you cannot afford that kind of price, then walk into Flyrobe. We will help you out with those outfits.
Nice. Are you also providing accessories for the brides?
We do. So jewelry also is a big part of our category. So we do really good in terms of bridal jewelry. Okay. Apart from that, we have the safa, we have dupattas, we have malas, but we do not rent them for the hygiene reason. We only sell it. So only jewelry part is what we rented. So other accessories, anything is that we only would sell it for the, like I told you, it's for the hygiene reason.
Great. It was very nice talking to you, Akshat. We really got to know a lot about the product that you have, the ranges that you carry. So we'll just close this session for today. Thank you so much for joining us today. Very valuable inputs that we learned today. Thank you, Akshat.
Thank you so much for having me here. It was really nice talking to you guys and really explaining, the Flyrobe model. And I'm sure, we'll probably see that paradigm shift of people from buying to renting out the outfits.
Yes, there is a shift because even this wedding season, I have got a lot of inquiries from brides who just wanted to hire it out and they did not really want to spend so much on this. In fact, last year I remember doing a bride who bought Anita Dongre and Manish Malhotra, and these are all from Flyrobe actually. She ordered online, and she spent. She was very focused on how much she wanted to spend. So she spent less on the dress and she spent more on the photographer. She wanted a very good photographer. So she's and it was reasonable because with that kind of budget that she wanted, she still wore designer labels. She had to spend less, and she could spend money elsewhere also.
Absolutely. So we also largely work on 15% of the MRP. Something that you would have probably bought for 1 lakh rupees. All you have to pay is 15,000 rupees, and you can pick up the same outfit. So that is how we work. We usually work on 15 to 20% of the MRP value. So it makes absolute sense for all of us.
Thank you so much, Akshat.
Thank you so much, Rohit.